火薬に頼って何が憲法だ。
勝てばいいのよ。やった!
I always wondered if Dynamite was a viable martial art, so that's why today I aim to find out, can you beat Fallout New Vegas with only Dynamite? I woke up to Doc Mitchell gently caressing my hand, gave myself a name only I thought was funny, and built my character. I went 10 in perception and endurance because explosives fall into perception, and if I'm going to be throwing around dynamite at everything that moves, I might as well have a high DT. I drained agility for reasons I forgot, and charisma because you don't really need to be good at talking if you use dynamite as a negotiation tool. For my attack skills, I chose explosives, medicine, and barter for reasons I hope are obvious, and chose Logan's Loophole and Loose Cannon for my traits. Logan's Loophole because I foresee the massive use of chems, so having them last twice as long is a plus. And I chose Loose Cannon because draining your agility makes you move slower, so the added throwing speed is a plus. That and the Heave Ho perk I take will completely negate the 25% range loss. On my way out, I accidentally started hardcore mode and immediately turned it off. This run is going to be hardcore enough. I stepped outside, took a deep breath, got real high, and went to Sunny Smiles and said, "What's going on?" That was so stupid. Cut that. Anyway, I used the Varmint Rifle to attack the bottles, because in the test playthroughs, the dynamite doesn't trigger the completion of that part of the quest. If you think this means I failed the run, so be it, but I don't think so. Unlike in real life, the bottles in the game can't feel anything. Anyway, I decided to be a powder ganger. I told Ringo I wasn't going to hurt him.
Clear the way!
I lied. Corn on the Cob is now the world's best mayor. Then I went to NCRCF to fight the law with the powder gangers. This is crucial for anyone who wants to do a dynamite only run. Dynamite is an early game weapon and is phased out almost immediately after Prim. However, if you're liked enough by the powder gangers, Eddie will give you 4 sticks of dynamite every 3 days. So if you notice that my dynamite count jumps up suddenly, it's because I went back to the powder gangers and stared at Eddie for weeks on end without moving. So I go over to throw dynamite at Chavez and realize that he was a poser since he yelled out "Grenade!"
Grenade!
when I obviously threw dynamite. I made my way over to Prim after getting restocked. I couldn't get in from the side, so I had to channel my inner trailer park girl and go around the outside.
Round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Threw some dynamite, broke some legs, mine to be specific, and saved Deputy Poodle. I decided that I needed a bit more experience, so I went to get Myers to be sheriff as well as got some more dynamite. I got scared by Malcolm on my way there, and honestly, I wanted to let him go so I can put some dynamite in a pocket, but well, this happened. Also, fun fact, I didn't realize you could actually trade with him. Never knew that since the first thing I usually do after he talks to me is make minced Malcolm. I waited for 24 hours outside to get to the 3-day mark, but was rudely interrupted by Victor. I'll remember that. After that, I got stocked up on some more dynamite. I made my way over to the Mojave outpost where I killed some ants, pushed a cow, and installed Myers as sheriff. I went to take the long way to Vegas to take in the sights, like this bighorner killing a Viper Gang raider. I also watched some merchants wipe the floor with the Legion attack party. I killed them for their efforts. Got to Novak. Victor was as useless as ever, and I checked on Ranger Station Charlie for Ranger Andy. Surprise, surprise, they're all dead. Honestly, I only did this mission to get the NCR uniform so I can use it to ride the monorail later. After I left Novak, I made the most impressive non-VATS throw of the entire run. And despite being actively allied with the powder gangers, this NCR trooper gave me the single most useless item in the entire game. Since I thought the gameplay was getting a little bit boring, I slipped a stick of dynamite under the Lonesome Drifter's hat and stole his guitar. Then I stopped by Boulder City to see if I could trigger Kowalski with the dynamite, but he kept on getting hit in a blast, so I just tucked some dynamite in a special place for later and sent him to his brother. Also, remember when I said I only checked on Ranger Station Charlie for the uniform? I guess that was for nothing. Ventured into the city, made a Fallout 1 reference, and popped some dynamite in a crevice I'd rather not talk about. Then I painted the town red with con. The rest of the trip to the strip was pretty uneventful. Got more dynamite, said hello to an old friend, and then took the monorail. I realized that there was no way to kill Benny at the fort with dynamite outside of charging the entire place with it, so I elected just to kill him now. I may have gone a little bit overboard, and may have hit some people I didn't want to. Dynamite isn't exactly a precision weapon. Anyway, I killed Mr. House, installed Yes Man, and raised my army. Then it was just a matter of dealing with the tribes. I brought fire and brimstone to Gamora and said no to cannibalism on the strip. If it sounds like I'm rushing past these points, it's because of my limited supply of ammo and the boring process of getting more. I kind of avoided as much conflict as I could since I didn't want to keep on going back to Eddie after literally everything I did. Anywho, I grabbed Veronica, got lost in Hidden Valley trying to find the ranch, and I told Veronica to look away as I destroyed everything she knew and loved. Hardin and McNamara were easy enough to pickpocket, but Taggart, for whatever reason, kept on catching me in the act, so I just blew him up anyway. I got confused as to which terminal blew up the bunker, and I got out of there. I felt kind of bad thinking about Veronica eventually going back to the bunker and finding it destroyed, so I reunited her with her family. I'm the good guy in this story. Next, I decided to deal with the cons, and the cons gave me a lot of trouble. Not because they were hard to kill or anything, I did that a bunch of times. However, the quest would always reset and tell me to make contact with them. I tried this a couple more times before eventually giving up, walking into their camp and just leaving. That just left the boomers. I made some ground beef on my way to Nellis. I told George to piss off because I wanted to reverse pickpocket some dynamite, but he just started running towards the ever-loving embrace of an artillery bombardment. I couldn't give the boomers the satisfaction of killing George, so I just threw dynamite at him before he got into range. That's my kill. Anyway, I just got in and got out since I didn't want the same issue with the cons to happen with the boomers. That just left the very end stages of the game. So I took out the sniper, made a Star Wars reference, and then moseyed my way over to the substation after getting restocked on dynamite and all of the healing supplies I could get my hands on. The Battle of Hoover Dam itself was fairly anticlimactic because I just ran past everyone to save as much shems as I wrote in my script, and healing supplies for the final fight with the Legate. Although I did get lost trying to get my way back on the top of the dam. Have I mentioned I'm kind of an idiot? The fight with the Legate was probably the most infuriating part of the entire run. I actually rage quit after the second attempt. In my defense though, I just got home after a stressful night at work and I was playing to relax. And this certainly was not relaxing. The first attempt went well. I killed Lanius, but then I thought I had to take out the rest of the Legion camp and my hubris got the better of me. Then I suffered from the first attempt being your best attempt until I had to step away. The second attempt, I got a very unfortunate throw to start off. Although I did learn a valuable strat of running away like a baby while throwing dynamite at my feet. That worked until Lanius caught up and started throwing me around the map like a ragdoll. Eventually I got him trapped in a corner and started throwing dynamite like crazy. And it didn't hurt him at all. Yeah, that's about the point where I stormed off. The third attempt was going alright until I got stuck on a wall. Fourth attempt, I found that wildly throwing dynamite on turbo wasn't the best way to start. In attempt number 5, I just got really lucky. I got chased, made my way to the middle of the arena, took out a good portion of his backup guys with one lucky stick of dynamite, then Lanius went into a safe space corner, and I thought it was going to be a repeat of the second attempt, but for whatever reason he phased out on the other side, and it was just a matter of charging him with dynamite and pumping myself full of as many stims as I could until I eventually got him. Then I said screw it and just ran into the loving arms of General Oliver Twist. To thank him for saving me, I threw some dynamite at him, ending the game and proving, yes, you can beat Fallout New Vegas with only Dynamite. Honestly, that wasn't nearly as difficult as I thought it was going to be. Up until the fight at the Legate camp, every encounter was pretty simple. That being said, I avoided a lot of fighting because of the absolute tedium that was getting 4 sticks of dynamite every 3 days. I think for the next challenge run, I'm going to pick a weapon that I don't have to worry about running out of. But we'll just have to see. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked this video, consider giving it a like, or not. I can't force you to do anything. Leave any suggestions and any "you're just copying insert challenge YouTuber here" comments in the comment section below. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one. God bless.